What's up, guys? This is Sim, and I am back here with another NPA battle. This week we are taking on Joedor. His links are in the description. His team is he is the coach of the Seattle Seakings, as your Waterloo Sawsbucks are trying to seek improvement and trying to go out with a nice battle today. Joe is a very good battler. He is 8-2 in the season of the NPA. I am 1-9. As you take a look at his team, I did fairly well predict his team, except for Archeops, which I thought he was going to bring Clefable. But nonetheless, I did fairly predict his team fairly well, as you know, you're seeing this battle all fast speed up again. So if you guys didn't know, I got my computer back, but the bad news is I don't have any of my files or anything like that. So I'm trying to go set up for next season, trying to figure out everything. But I set up with, I'm trying to think at first, you know, set up with Nidokings, trying to set up Stealth Rocks and get everything set up. I predicted wrong, and I got bodied on an Earthquake, so that was a bad play on my end, thinking that I could take that Earthquake from a Choice Banded Archeops. So I sent in Magnezone, as now he is Choice Banded, and he can't do anything else. So he is forced to switch out, because I'm Air Ballooned, and I could easily Magnet Rise. He goes into Rotom, I Flash Cannon, that's not going to do anything. And this is another time for me to switch out again. I do think I go into I think I go back, no, not, I think I go into Sylveon here. Sylveon takes that Volt Switch real easily, and Sylveon will play a huge factor into this battle. You will really see that as this battle progresses. As now he'll bring in the Haxorus, has Mold Breaker, doesn't matter for me. I'm going to switch out anyway, because he probably has, or I'm going to actually protect this turn to see what he can do or what he has. And this is something that's going to be also be playing a big factor, that Toxic Stall Protect with, and you know, that's going to be a huge factor into me winning this game, because even though he hasn't revealed it yet, he does have a lot of Pokemon that are choiced, and that is a problem for him if I can set up just right. He X Scissors, he thought I was going to go into something else, I think, but I do take that very well with Crobat, as Crobat here will Brave Bird, takes it down to a good amount of damage, but he's going to go Outrage. And that was a big mistake on his part right here. Even though I'm already down 2, I get a free kill right here, because Outrage does not affect Sylveon, and Sylveon picks up the kill right there. So now I'm back up to full health. No rocks on the field yet on my side. So we're all good here on my end. So he already took out my Stealth Rocks, which is kind of bad, but I didn't really think that was going to be a bit of a factor. I switch back out from Feral Seed. He Leech Seeds. I use Magnezone. I use the Magnet Pull one this time, and he's trying to go for Protect to try and stall out to try and Leech Seed, which is a really good strategy on his end, but it's really not going to take much of to effect here. This is going to be a free kill for Magnezone with that Magnet Pull and Hidden Power Fire. So Stealth Rocks will come in, and that's where he sets up his rocks, and that is pretty much his setup Pokemon right here. So he's thinking about just letting this thing die out. He can't do anything. He can't switch out nothing, so he's just going to let it die. Let it just take its course. He probably could have protected another turn, probably tried to take a little bit more life out of it, but nonetheless, he still gets the kill. So now he brings in Gengar, and Gengar is a big threat here because of Focus Blast. So that's what I was thinking. I took a look on the damage calcs and saw that it had Focus Blast, and I'm like, oh shit, I got to switch out because this thing could easily destroy me. So I bring in Gyarados here. He's going to Focus Blast, and I got a little cocky here, thinking that I could outspeed this thing, but Focus Blast, you know, destroys Mega Gyarados, and now I'm already down 3. So now Mega Gyarados was already gone. I could have switched out again to probably, that's a tough call. Probably Crobat, but not Crobat, but no, probably Sylveon, but I didn't, and that was my fault right there. I did learn that he is Specs as well, so he predicted me on that one, so that one's good on his part. But Sylveon here will try and do something here with this. He's gonna do a Light Screen. I'm gonna Hyper Voice and try and get a little bit of my HP back as well while doing a little bit of damage, because I know that this Rotom's more set up for big special attacks while also doing Light Screens and switching out and stuff, because he did use Volt Switch right here. And now he is going to go into Mega Man, his Magnetric. I Toxic him, pretty much effectively taking him out of the game a little bit, because now I can do that that stall tactic that I'm trying to set up here, because it's honestly one of the only ways I can win right now, because he still has 5 of his Pokemon. So I use Wish here to try and think he might do some serious damage. Or actually, he's down 2, so I have a chance here to take a lead right here. But he does Volt Switch. Smart play right there. I think he goes back into Rotom. So I will do Wish right here, and hopes that he can do another good hit on me, so I can get another good turn off. I think I might go for Protect on this turn. I'm not quite sure. Actually, yeah, I do Protect on this turn. So he does Overheat. Or actually, I go Hyper Voice, so no Protect there. I did take the chance for doing some damage. I probably should have Toxic, but nonetheless, I still do damage. And now I'm at full health. Light Screen, he goes for Light Screen. I go for Toxic. We're all good. Everybody's happy in the neighborhood. So nothing really came from the fact that I Hyper Voice. So now he switches back into Gengar because of Sludge Bomb. Sludge Bomb is one of the big attacks that Gengar has, and that is a very scary thought, because that thing could literally destroy my team. But what I can do here is I can Protect to see what he has and then switch out. But I do switch out first. I go into Magnezone. He uses Sludge Bomb. It does not affect. So now this is another thing here where he is kind of forced to switch out. So he switches out back into Rotom. I use Flash Cannon. Literally does nothing. That's fine and dandy. It does take a little bit of toxic damage, so it's not the end of the world either. So now I think we're both in a situation here where we both kind of just I have to switch out because he's going to go into Overheat or something. I thought he was going to go for Overheat. He goes for Volt Switch. I go back into Sylveon, and he brings out Archeops. Archeops was a big time hitter, and I really didn't think at first that he would go for Steel. I knew he would go for a Steel type move, but I didn't think Steel Wing, because it threw me off a little bit. He reveals Steel Wings, it pops my air balloon, and that really put me in a spot because of Earthquake. So I thought, oh shit, I literally have to switch here, because this thing could destroy me. And he withdraws actually, and I withdraw as well back into Excelgor, and he does take the poison damage. I thought Excelgor would have been perfect here. I probably should have led with Excelgor, but I didn't, and that's my fault. But we did take some serious damage there from my Overheat, and my think is he's gonna switch out again, and I'm going to, I think I Wish here on this turn. He's gonna switch out to Colgate. I use Wish, and I get a free turn to Protect and get all my health back. So again, Toxic Stall Sylveon. This thing is coming through. Focus Blast, not gonna do anything. Now he's banded into it, so this gives me the perfect opportunity to sit there and Hyper Voice, because I know that it's not gonna do much to me, and I'm definitely doing more damage than he would like. So this, I think, forces him to switch out again into Rotom Heat, and again another Hyper Voice right here. He doesn't quite die, which is kind of sad, but at the same time I kind of expected it. He goes for the Light Scream. I go for Protect. He's gonna go down to just a few hit points left. He's gonna switch out once again. Archeops, another big hit, like that heavy hitter of his. And let's see what he does here to try and take me out. I don't know exactly what he's doing. I thought he was going to Steel Wing, but he ends up Rock Sliding, which is going to be a huge factor the rest of the way. So my thought is, Rock Slide has a good chance to flinch, but it's now banded into it. So Magnezone would be the perfect Pokemon for this. Rock Slide, Avoid, but Rock Slide again, he gets the flinch, and that really was the turning point of the game. I kind of thought to myself, well, shit. I'm kind of screwed now. So now I needed to switch out. I needed to switch out back to Sylveon and try and stall this out as much as I possibly could. Rock Slide does a lot of damage right there, and I do get the poison off again, trying to set up for another Toxic Protect stall moment. And Sylveon really needs to come through here and try and finish this off. We do go for Protect, go for the Rock Slide, and like I said, I'm literally stalling out this battle. And now he's on a timer, and I'm thinking to myself, if I could just get a chance to miss here for Excelgor to get a chance, that would change the game. But instead, he gets that chance to hit, and he kills my Excelgor one shot. And that was kind of a bad play on my part, but nonetheless, it happens. But now my thought is, man, I gotta try and switch out again. And Magnezone does live the spikes, and that just kind of really sets the tone for the rest of the battle. He avoids another rock slide, and I do get another kill right there for Magnezone. So that is awesome right there. Now we got down to 3-0, but here comes Gengar, pretty much sealing the deal. I'm trying to stall this out as much as I can. I knew at that point that I really had nothing much anymore, and Magnezone takes the hit from the rocks, and I did protect on this turn to see what I could possibly do to try and give myself a chance, but it's pretty much GG right here. I do end up losing 3-0, but I gave him a run for my money, that's for sure. But anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you guys did enjoy, drop a like, and if you're new to this channel at all, hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to get back into the game here after getting my computer back, so we're trying to, you know, get everything back up to speed and everything. But until next time, my name is Sin, and I'm out. Peace.